Hello, this is Susan52 from Susan52.com and iSquidoo.com, and today I want to talk to you about how I find pictures that I can use on my Squidoo lenses and how I attribute those or give credit back to the photographers or to the source where the pictures came from. And what I usually do is use this Creative Commons search.creativecommons.org, which is this page right here. When you go to that page, you can read what it says here. It says, do not assume that the results displayed in this search portal are under a Creative Commons license. They probably are, but you need to always check when you choose a picture, and I'll show you that in a second. Now, I usually go to Flickr. That's just a place I can usually find what I want. So if you click there, it'll take you to search for flowers, but today I want to search for a picture of a sandbox. So I'm going to type that in and do a search, and let's see what we come up with. Okay, we have quite a few choices here. Now I can scroll through and look and see what looks interesting to me, and indeed right there, that's a picture that I like, and I want to use this on one of my lenses. So what I do first, again, is look over at the license, and where it says license over here, it says some rights reserved. I'm going to click on that, and this explains this particular license, the 2.0 generic license for Creative Commons, and I am free to share this picture, to copy or distribute and transmit the work, which is what I'm going to do on my Squidoo lens, or to remix it even and adapt the work. So if I want to do something to change up the picture a little bit, I can do that too. But for now, I'm just going to share it on a lens. Okay, under the following conditions, I have to attribute it back to the author, and if I do change the picture, I need to put the same license back on it so it can be shared. My picture can be shared with other people too. Alright, so again, I'm able to share it, so I'm just going to go back to the picture. And a couple things I need to record here so I can know where it came from and who made the picture. I'm going to copy this address up here, and I'm going to put it into a notepad file so I can find it again. And I'm going to look over here to see whose picture this is. It's by the Nixter. So I'm going to just type that in here, the Nixter. And then what I have to do next is save the picture. So if I right click on here, it reminds me to check on this license. So if you didn't check already, you can check here to make sure that it's licensed so that you can use it on your lens. And then view all sizes. It gives you some choices here. I'm going to choose the medium, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to save this image as. Now, before I do that, I'm going to think of a name that I want to use to save this image as, so I'll remember where to find it again on my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it Sandbox from the Olden Days, and there it is. I already actually saved it a while ago. So I have it on my computer, and now I'm ready to use it. So next thing I do, I go to my Lens Master Workshop for the lens where I'm going to use it. In this case, I decided to use a text with big picture module, and here it is. And I'm going to call it Sandbox from the Olden Days. And I typed a little bit of text into this module, and then what I did, I've already done this for you just to save a little bit of time. I write this in this way, and I think let me see if I can move this over just a little bit. Okay, I think you can see that now. The way I usually do this in italics, so I use a little italics code right there, photo courtesy, and then I put the link here. I code in the link, and this is the link that I just copied, and again, it is in my there it is. It's in my notepad file. If I need that again, I can copy it right here, and I can just paste that right on there. The Nixter, and I close that link. So this right here, the Nixter, will be clickable via a Creative Commons license. Alright, now I'll show you what happens when you save that in just a second, but then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to choose the file, and sandbox from the olden days. I have that. And link the photo to this URL. You don't have to do that here, but I'm going to do that in this particular case. I went ahead and typed that same link to flickr.com where that picture resides, and I put it in here. And I'm going to upload the file. And there it is. So let's go back up and let's save this module and see what it looks like. Okay, this is Sandbox from the olden days. It's a big picture. So that might be a little bit big for that text with big picture module. It might be a little bit big, but it would work really well on a regular text module. Okay, and then here's what I type. You may have noticed that I like black and white photos from the good old days. I couldn't pass up this photo of a child playing in a sandbox. Love it. And here is the attribution again. Let me go up a little bit more. Photo courtesy the Nixter via Creative Commons license. When I click it, it goes back to Flickr and there's the picture. So here's the Nixter, here's the picture. So we have properly attributed this to where we need to. And that's the proper way to do that. You can word this a little bit differently if you want. This is the way I usually do it, and it works just fine, and it's perfectly legal that way. So I hope that helps. Now you can use other places to find pictures too, but always, if you have been given permission, you need to attribute it back. If you haven't been given permission and it isn't your photo, then you don't need to be using it on a Squidoo lens or anywhere else. All right, that's it. Simple as that. This is Susan52. Thanks a lot for listening.